Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. So, Philip and Gabby versus Jake and Kate. So, here's the thing. Gabby wanted to open up, she wanted to open up Gabby Chic. And, Philip's like, yeah, we can't do that. That sign right there says that we can't really open up the store yet. Turns out that Jake talked to the landlord, and long story short, between the fact that apparently Gabby was high maintenance, Jake and Kate gave him a better offer. So she is fuming. Now the only misstep that I'll sit there and say that's something that Kate didn't notice is the fact when Jake, when he found out that, Kate was working for, she's working at Demera, was that Jake was like, Kate is working for me. And I'm like, you mean with her, right? You mean that she's working with you, not for you. And it's amazing because they carried on a conversation, and Kate was sitting there playing along. They were going back and forth about how Gabby was all gloating and everything, talking about I'm gonna take you down, yada yada yada, I'm gonna grind you in the dust and all this other stuff. And while I did laugh at the expression on Gabby's face, I couldn't help but notice. So, Kate, you really not gonna sit there and check them on that? I mean, not in front of them, but after you're not gonna check on, you're not gonna check on. I don't know. I just found it to be kind of disrespectful and a little bit dismissive, especially on the fact that he asked her to come work with him at Demera, not for him. Philip talks to Kate, and Philip's like, well, what are you doing? Why are you working there for? Like, what's up with that? And then here's where the mind games, I feel like, starts. And I don't think that this was like a collab effort, but Philip is like, you're playing right into Gabby's hands by making sure that you bought out her store. She's gonna fight even harder to go after Jake. And on the other side, you got Gabby that's pretty much telling Jake, hey, listen, you brought her into the company, but now she's going to run it. You're never going to see that company again. Undermining him and sitting there saying, oh, you needed her to sit there and do your dirty work and your backup and everything like that. Like, you weren't smart enough to sit there and think about this plan on your own. Just little digs that I can see down the line is going to start to, little cracks in there. So, as Jake is sitting there talking to Gabby, Abigail takes her away, and it's like, we got to talk. And, she pretty much whisked, her away, and Jake is like, pretty sure y'all don't like each other, so what's up with all that? Now at the house, Abigail is sitting there talking to Chad, and Chad is like, listen, we got an appointment today, we got a therapy session, and Abigail's like, no, I can't make it, I can't do it today, and, I got something else going on. She kind of snaps at him a little bit, but then she calms down. She's like, listen, we can, just make it during the week or whatever. Now she goes in the, I guess, the hitting room or whatever to try to talk to Gwen as far as trying to get her to confess on everything. The drugging, killing her grandmother and everything else. Gwen, she's just like, alright, cool. So she starts talking about how, great the game of mattress tag was with Chad, and she's like, you can try to starve me all you want. I'm used to just not eating for days at a time. And I'm like, actually kind of sad. Listen, I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm not gonna get over what she did with Chad. But with that being said, her upbringing was pretty sad, and it's sad that she had a mother that put certain things ahead of her own daughter and their needs. Seeing that she's not getting anywhere with Gwen, she talks to Gabby about getting, I guess, the mind drug or whatever. And at first, Gabby's like, no, we're not doing that. Like, come on, like. But after, Abigail being like, listen, I want this to end today. Gabby finally agrees, and they're about to go. Here's the thing: they're about to sit there and go and find, the stash or whatever. They run into Chad, and I'm like, All right, Gabby, who wants to lie first? Because not that long ago, Abigail was just sitting there saying that she had something important to do, but she didn't say what that was. So what the hell are you doing with Gabby? Oh man, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I don't know if they're gonna put it on Monday or Tuesday, but this should be interesting. Chad talks to Anna for a little bit. Chad's just like, I hope I'm not pushing too hard. Just kind of want to make sure this works. And honestly, to tell you the truth, Anna's like, you got to give her time. I mean, you did, have sex with with Gwen, so just don't push. She's like, all right, yeah, you're right. Towards the end of the episode, because Anna was like, listen, I'm gonna try to find some wine or whatever for us. She goes, apparently that's where they keep the wine at. And she sees Gwen, and, the episode ends. But I have a feeling, I have a really good feeling, she's not going to be like, oh, cool, let me just untie you. I mean, this seems like it's such an inconvenience. No. Given what she did to her family, no. She's going to have some fun. I guess my question is, who's going to get to Anna first? Will it be Chad? Would it be Abigail? That's the question. Because honestly, to tell you the truth, I feel like Anna wouldn't know who tied her up and put her in that wine cellar or whatever. Both of them have motive, so Abigail, you better hope that you talk to Anna first. That's pretty much all I'm gonna say. What else we got? And we're back to Ciara and Evans. As I'm watching this in the first few minutes, I was like, man, I felt like we done watched this like 4 or 5 times. At this point, Evans is not getting a rise out of Ciara as far as, getting her to believe that Ben is dead. Ciara's all like, oh, he's gonna find me, he's alive, he told me in a dream, and I'm like, yep, we're still doing that too, okay, cool, just double checking. So Evans is like, you know what, listen, he may be alive now, but I'm gonna kill him. And that's the reaction that he was looking for. And at this point, Ciara starts begging and pleading. At one point, she's like, why don't you just find love and be with your son? Just let me go and that'll be that. And Evan thinks about it for a good hot second. And then he decides to choose revenge. So I was just like, alright, bro. I get the whole love is out the cards or whatever. But, I think maybe if she would have appealed to the fact that, listen, why don't you just take your son, have a great life, and then see what he would have chose. Because she did mention his son, but she also mentioned love. You can have with me and what me and Ben have. Yeah, I don't know if that's if you're trying to appeal to his good nature or whatever, it's probably not gonna do it. Um, but yeah, he's like, yep, I'm a killer. I'm gonna kill him, and that's it. And that's pretty much the reaction he was looking for. This guy is a true sociopath. Um, and I'm not gonna lie, that's very rare to see. That's very rare to see, you know? Very rare to see. You know, somebody who likes taking pleasure out of the pure anguish of someone else. And this guy has a grudge, you know? I definitely like him as a bad guy a lot more than I like Gwen. But I felt like Gwen was, you know, the reason why I wasn't really feeling her as a bad girl, whatever, as a villain. Um, Not because her plans wasn't more grander or it reminded me more of the 90s stuff. But I felt like, you know, now you look at it, it really was just more of a redemption arc. More than anything else. Now on the other side of town, Ben gets down to the prison to talk to Clyde. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like, you know, Clyde, I get that we're doing this for storytelling. And, you know, we gotta kind of drag out this hour. But, you really... he was really beating around the bush. I'm pretty sure Ben was like, don't beat around the bush. And that's exactly what he did. Long story short, he told Ben that Evans was the one that was holding Ciara. They don't know where, but he gave him the phone. He was like, yo, take this to the cops, have it ping the tower, and you can kind of get a location there. So at this point, that's what Ben is going to do. Man, I'm not going to lie. Watching that whole hour just to get to that point, I'm like, you know, if I actually ever missed an episode, I feel like this is what I would be doing. I'll be going on YouTube, watching a review of somebody else talking about that specific, you know, talking about the episode. And I'll probably be like, you know, if I didn't watch this, thank you. Because that whole hour of him actually getting to that point was just like, damn, that was a long time, bro. What else we got? Oh, also, Abby, you know, once again says that once you find a drug and it works, I'm going to help you get back Jake, because apparently that's the only other eligible bachelor that's in Salem. Yeah, and that's pretty much about it. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Here's the thing about Abby trying to get a confession out of Gwen. Even if she does, what is that gonna do? You know, they can't take that into evidence because it was coerced. You know, Gwen is gonna sit there and literally say she either tried to starve me, she tried to torture me, or she drugged me. So what's the point of getting that confession? Even if she actually did kill her, I don't see how that confession is actually going to do anything. I don't really get it. And I didn't think about it. Why would Charlie's confession actually matter? You know? All he had to do was sit there and say he was tricked. He was coerced. I mean, I know, you know, applying laws and things like that to a soap opera is, well, it's laughable at best, but I don't know why it took me so long to actually get to that point. But yeah, I don't really understand what was the point of getting a confession. Like, that was it? We're going to drug her to get a confession, so that way, what, you can take it to the judge and they could do nothing? Hell, if anything, Gwen could sit there and charge you with kidnapping. Did this chick really actually think this whole thing through? Anyway, That's pretty interesting. Anyway, with that being said, I think that's actually about it. If I missed anything, write it down in the comment section below. Thank you as always for watching. I really do appreciate it. Always appreciate, you know, watching my reviews and commenting and stuff like that. And, you know, I just want to say thank you. So, yes, everyone be safe. Have a great weekend. Again, let me know what your comments, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I will catch you in the next video.